Hi everyone, my name's Corrie. Today I'm going to show you how to put together this Gamer SVG. I've made it into a card for this video, but it would work equally well as a cake topper. So instead of adding the back with the score line, you would just add, I've included two backs in the SVG files. One is just flat and the other has this score. So we'd use the flat one for a cake topper and basically put it in between these two layers like that. And then what I normally do is I add this, bear with me, this foam tape just to keep it level so it doesn't look silly. So it would look like that as a cake topper. So we're going to go through how to make it as a card. I'll just show you the materials that I used. For the front, we use this lovely, it's silver glitter. And then the next layer, oh, I don't have any left. It's just a black, it's actually a paper. You can see it's kind of glittery. Obviously you could just use plain if you didn't want to use glitter. The next layer I've used is like a holographic silver. Looks kind of green in this light, but it's nice and silver. And then a plain black, you can see it's cut out. And then for the back, I used white for a card. Obviously, if you were going to do a cake topper, maybe better in black, so it matches the front. But there you go. So we're going to go into Design Space now, and I'll show you how to upload the SVG, and then I will show you how to put it all together. Okay, we're in Design Space now. So you go to Upload on the left-hand side and then click Upload Image, Browse. I've saved it onto my desktop. Now you'll have this zip file. You just need to open it. And then once you've opened it, you will have these three files here. I'm going to start with the first one, which is one Gamer SVG. That's the front. Just upload that one. Then I'll go back and get the second one. I'll bring all of them in. The back for the cake topper, which is just a plain back. And then I'll upload the last one, which has like a line across it. That's the back for the card. You can see that it has like a line across it. Select all three and add to canvas. Okay, if I just grab hold of that one, that's the front file. That one is the back for, that one there is the back for the cake topper, as you can see on the right hand side. We'll just hide it by clicking the eye for now, because we're going to make a card. Now, something slightly different with this one. You see the line? If you click there on the right hand side, this is back with score line, you can see the line and it's currently a cut. We need to change that to a score line and then select both the line and then click attach. So then when it goes to the mat, they will stay together. Now with this one, we need to highlight it all and click ungroup. And then I'm going to move this white front out of the way. Now, it's already ungrouped, but I need to keep it together in the format that it's in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom and click attach. So then it stays in that shape. So if you wanted to cut it with vinyl, for example, it would stay exactly as it is and make it much easier for you to transfer it across onto the next layer. As you can see, that fits the back part to make the card. And these are the layers as they will go together, like that. Okay, so I'm going to click Make It. And then you can choose whatever materials that you have. As you can see, that's stayed together because we've attached it. I like to just go through and check. With this layer, you can see the score line is there, and it will ask for a scoring tool. So I'm just going to cut everything now. Okay, I've cut all of the other layers, and now I'm going to cut this last one. It's asking for the double scoring wheel. You can edit the tools above if you don't have a scoring wheel. You might just have the stylus, and that's fine. It will still work. If you don't have any kind of scoring tool, that's fine as well. Just cut the back for the cake topper, and then we can manually score it. So what you do is you load your material and then load the scoring wheel. It will take the mat in and score the material. You do not remove the material. You will get a prompt once it has scored it, and it will ask you to then put the fine point blade in. We'll just watch you doing it now, just so you can see, in case you've never seen it do this before. Okay, and then it asks you to take the scoring tool out and load in the blade, and then press the go button. I'm using a Maker 3 today to do this. And now we'll start cutting. I just wanted to quickly show you how to add text if you wanted to. Click text on the left hand side, type in a name or whatever it is that you wanted to type, and then you can change it up there under style. I'm going to click it, size it, and then I'm going to offset it just so it kind of matches the design. But this is up to you. You can do this if you want. I just thought I would add a little bit in. Just clicking offset. Now, if you go into there and you type in an amount, say 15, and then if you just press enter rather than apply, just press enter, it will show you on the screen what the difference is. So let's change it to 10. Click enter again. You can see it's changed. That was nice. So I click apply. And then you can group it together, so you can move it into place, and it's as simple as that. Okay, everything is cut. I just wanted to go through some of the materials that I use when I'm making cards and cake toppers. So the first one is this Beacon 3-in-1 glue. It's great stuff. This is double-sided tape. I like this Zig 2-way glue. This is quite a thin tip. There's not much left in that one, unfortunately. I like foam dots as well to give a bit of depth. And then this double-sided foam tape as well. And if you're making a cake topper, you need a skewer. I'm going to start by putting the pieces in place, just so I can make sure I've got them in the right place. And then I'm going to take my Beacon 3-in-1 and I will just add that to the back of each piece. Okay, now just a little tip here to make sure you get things in place. If you have kept the cutout from the piece of card that you used, you can lay it over your design, and then you'll know exactly where to put your little circles. You could have also used maybe a foam dot behind these parts of the controller. This would have looked really cool in 3D. And that just helps as a guide, so you know exactly where to put the circles. Okay, now I'm adding the smaller pieces to the front using the Zig two-way glue. Next, I'm adding the black glitter paper onto the holographic using the Beacon 3-in-1. Just press it down. Then I'm going to turn it over and I am going to add some of the foam tape. Now, if I was going to turn this into a cake topper, I would add my skewer here using my Beacon glue, and then I would add these foam strips just randomly around there, and then I would add the back without this score line. This is just to show you how to put it together if it was a cake topper. But we'll just finish off because this is the card. I'm going to turn that over, that score line there. Turn that over. And then I'm going to add some double-sided tape and some Beacon glue. Just to mention, if you don't have a scoring tool, you would just cut this shape out like you would for the cake topper, and you could use something like this, like your Cricut cutting blade. If you see at the back there, these are the cutting blades, but this black one is actually meant for scoring. So you could put the blank piece inside and then just score it. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to add this double-sided tape along this edge. Just cut it. Then I'm going to add Beacon glue along the edge. Then I'm going to line the two pieces up as best I can to make the card. Just squeeze it together and that's it. Your card is done.